What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tread the Great, man. I'm excited to be here. And this is something different. I know y'all used to the podcast. I know y'all used to just Daniel being here with me. But today I got a very, very, very special guest with me today. And we're going to be talking about this viral list that's been going around all these social media platforms. The list of places women are saying that they don't want to go to for the first date. And so...
And not.
So I want to introduce y'all to my lady, Tyler.
Hey.
How you feeling today, baby?
I feel good. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm excited to be doing this with you. I guess this is like our coming out party as well. Like a lot of people don't know. We kind of be like, we've been behind the scenes with it.
Yeah.
But I had to.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. But I definitely wanted to tackle this list because I think there's an alternate perspective as well. I don't think all women don't want to go to these places, but it's been projected like everybody don't want to go. So I want to talk about this list. So if you don't know about the list that I'm talking about, there's a list that went viral a couple weeks ago, and it's been talked about all over social media. Even like mainstream media was talking about it on some platforms. And so there's a list.
That's what this is. It's on like Fox or whatever. The list is on Fox.
Yeah, so it's obviously people are interested in these places. So there's a list that women are saying they're not going in. It's a list of 28 things. And so just to name a few, Cheesecake Factory is on the list.
It's number one.
Number one is Cheesecake Factory. Applebee's.
That's been the most argued one too. Like
Cheesecake Factory.
That's all I've been hearing. Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
Cheesecake Factory.
It's so true.
Not even everything else on the list. That's why when we actually sat down and talked, I was like, I haven't even looked at the whole list really.
Yeah.
Like,
So now we're looking at the list. So we're just gonna do the top 10. Cheesecake Factory. You have Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, the movies, which was crazy to me when I read that. 7 is Your House. Nobody's going to nobody's house on the first date anyway. But
yes, they do, man. Speak for yourself.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Any fast food chain is crazy. Buffalo Wild Wings and Wingstop just to start the list. Talk to me. Can a man take you to these?
But there's some other ones that I do want to point out on here too, man. Like
go ahead.
Ice cream dates. They said family functions, bowling, which.
Hold on, why you want to point out family functions? The first date?
I just feel like that's a good thing to talk about.
Okay.
Nah, I understand that, like on the first date, not going to a family function. Anyway, that's besides the point. Movie nights. Oh, they talk about Netflix, Hulu, and stuff like that. So I understand that one too.
Yeah.
Bowling, nightclubs, hookah bars. Cause y'all love hookah.
Man, they love that hookah.
Wow, sports events. Sports events is interesting too, man.
Yeah. So talk to me, like if a man was to, obviously a man ain't no man approaching her right now. She's definitely taken. But back in your single state, are these like the list that we named, like these are like no goes?
This
like
is outrageous to me.
Really?
But you know me though. I'm very much a simple girl. If I like you, I'm hanging out with you. I'm going. It don't matter what we do. Like I take all the time. Like we go to have a picnic in the park and eat some peanut butter jelly sandwiches, and that's a date to me. Like, so this is outrageous to me. But yeah, first dates, it's obviously some stuff that's off limit. Just like they said, like going to somebody's house, like that's not a date.
Mm-hmm. But let me ask you this: where do you think? Why do you think any of these places are like obviously the house, like you said, like it's some no-brainers that you definitely not gonna do. But like these fast food chains, even the restaurant chains that's on the list, like why do you feel like that's how when you think about it, like why would you think somebody would be opposed to these?
The only reason I can see somebody saying that is because like they're everyday things or just like I don't know. Other than that, it's just like they just like everyday things, stuff that I do on the regular or something. So as a date, I guess if they saying they want a little more, something they can't really do, but I don't know. But I don't think like most women. So
yeah. So what was our first date?
You took me to a function actually. He took me to a gala. You all. This how he swung it.
Oh,
man, this is not supposed to be about us and when we started.
Because I don't think that was our first date.
Our first date. That was definitely our first date, y'all. You asked me to be your date to a gala, to a birthday gala. And he was like, friendly, of course, but I just need a date. Da da da.
Yeah. So I guess that was our first date. I
definitely consider that our first date.
Well, that was an awesome first date. We was at a beautiful aquarium with beautiful people. We was dressed nice, like badass band. We ate great food. Oh yeah, I'm a good dater.
Boy, bye. He did not plan that. He just needed somebody cute on his arm.
Andy.
Yeah, that's all he wanted.
But outside of the gala, like
Push Shack.
Yeah, that's not on the list.
Push Shack is. I mean, this is probably coming from somewhere. It's people that don't even know what Push Shack is.
Yeah, that's
Push
true.
Shack is like a mini golf place. Yeah,
mini golf.
They got like a bar and like
food,
a little sit down restaurant. Like you don't
yeah.
have to go there to play mini golf. You can sit down and eat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say Push Shack. That was a good first date. I had fun. I had never been mini golfing before.
Yeah.
Yeah. We sat down. We had food. We talked.
Yeah.
For a while. Then we got up. Then I beat him in mini golf.
You lost, babe. I won at the very end. You forgot?
Anyway, he was just supposed to let me just keep talking, y'all.
Oh,
he just wanna jump in and just put his 2 cents in.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, he cheated at the end, y'all. That's really what happened. But anyways.
So, okay, a better question. Where do you think this mentality is coming from? Where women are saying they don't want to like be taken to these places. By number one, let me preface it with this. Number one, a man that's interested in you.
Yeah. That
you're obviously interested in him because y'all talking about a date. So like, what do you think this mentality is coming from, and why do you feel like it's do you feel like it's destructive to like put this, like spread this type of and spread this mentality across like the airwaves to younger women and younger.
I think that's
even
where
teenagers.
Comes from. I think it comes from social media, false expectations, false realities, people seeing stuff on the internet and feeling like everybody obligated to live that same lifestyle. That's not your reality, man.
Yeah.
You make $14 an hour talking about you trying to go. He need to be taking you to Ruth Chris. Like, ma'am, please sit down.
Yeah, I mean, we can't even go to Ruth Chris. It's like fast food, chain restaurants, fast food. Yeah. Like, you can't even go to Ruth Chris. That's a chain. And I think we just be talking like when we say these
people things. Don't realize, and then it's because they just be chatting. And if you would sit down, if they were to sit down and talk to somebody real who gonna rebuttal with actual questions, not even trying to argue with you, but I'm gonna throw, like you said, throw Ruth Chris back in your face. Then they be looking slow, like, well, I didn't mean that. So what did you mean?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, for me, I think it's definitely a destructive way of thinking, because it robs you of the opportunity of getting to know somebody that could potentially be a great person for you. And a lot of times, it's not always about what we want. It's really about what we need, because you always have these ideal persons in your mind. All of us have some type of list, right? Some type of ideal of what type of man and what type of woman. But unfortunately, like, everybody's not going to be your all everybody's not going to check off every box of your list. And the reality is you don't need every box checked off on your list, because that's you getting exactly what you want. And that's the opposite of what the relationship is. A relationship is about like making sacrifices, compromising, and being stretched and growing as an individual. And if you get what you want, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get bored, because you're just like, I just get what I want. He just do what I say do. Or she just do it. And it's no challenge in it. And so I think it's very destructive. 2, I think we've went away from the nature of love. Remember, you was a little girl and you just liked the boy and you just wanted to show him that I like you. Or when I was a little boy, like, I just want to show, here's a letter. Do you like me? Yes, no. Like, the little kind of like silly romantic stuff, like the natural romantic stuff has just like been eliminated. And now you got to really present yourself as a representative and not who you really are. Yeah. Like, I might just like Cheesecake Factory, which I don't, by the way, so I'll never like have that in. But I'm going to Applebee's. I'm getting that spinach artichoke dinner.
We good for Applebee's day.
Man, that 2 for $30, baby. Like, seriously.
Yeah, also Applebee's got unlimited wings on Wednesdays.
Wednesdays or what that. Hey, we plug it, y'all. Like, But it robs you of the opportunity of meeting somebody that could
and I feel
potentially
like
be
putting
great.
these expectations on stuff just it defeats the purpose of what, like you said,
The
like
dating experience was.
before. Yeah, like
it's like I like you, you like me. Let's hang, and
yeah,
wherever we go,
and
like
it's
we
gonna
go.
turn into.
Yeah, I remember I took you to Chicago for your birthday. And you was like, baby, honestly, if you'd have just took me to the park and we made some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, had some chips and fruit, I've been perfectly fine because you're more so interested in me and not what I can do or what I can provide.
Yeah.
And that's why I say it's so destructive and it's
and I
crazy.
feel like that's where these lists stem from too. Like you're not doing it based off of you actually wanting to commit to a relationship or get to know someone or fall in love. Relationships are being built off, like you said, material stuff and what you can do for me, and he need to wine and dine me, and he need to make this much money, like.
And what's happening is, I'm showing up as that person that you saying you want, but it's not really me. It's my representative. So I'll stunt for a while. I'll do this, but at the end of the day, you're not really getting the best version of me. And so at the end, it's going to crash anyway. And then you're going to be disappointed let down when I can't maintain this lifestyle because I'm only doing it because you saying I'm doing it. You saying you won't go to these places and I got to maintain this. So you're not really getting true, genuine relationships. And that's what's scary to me. Like, and we got to get back to true, genuine relationships because a lot of times we just focused on like, oh, what this person may like, and you in your head about it before you even go on a date, before you even talk to this person, and now y'all can't even have the true conversations. And so, like, I'm all against these lists. Like, I can't stand these type of lists. And then it's also like a certain attitude and posture and demeanor that comes with these women that's talking about, like, you can't take me here. Like, that's so selfish.
Yeah.
Like, if a guy's showing you interest.
We were just talking to like your brother or whatever. I think it's a difference if I'm saying like, oh, I just don't like the Cheesecake Factory, so why would you take me to
somewhere else,
restaurant where I'm not gonna want to eat? You know what I'm saying? I understand that, but if you're saying if you like Cheesecake Factory, you go there by yourself, and then you telling him he can't take you though, it's just like
that's a great perspective.
That's crazy. So
yeah,
I think it, like you said, it has a lot to do with the attitude behind it too. Like
yeah.
If obviously I wouldn't take you nowhere you don't like.
Sure.
But just Xing stuff off lists, it's just, I mean, crazy.
Yeah. And it, like, you could potentially be, I really want to drive this point home. You could potentially be missing out on a great person. Mm-hmm. Like, whether it's male or female. Like, because you haven't even had like, this person can be, like, a millionaire. But he just really testing you, see if you the type of woman that will be humble enough to go to Applebee's and I can take you to Oceana. I can take you to Del Frisco's. I can take you to all these places, but because you not meeting me where
a lot of the real guys are gonna or dudes that are like that. Like,
I agree.
Is she gonna rock with me when I ain't got it? If I just want to go take her to McDonald's or
I agree. I agree 1,000%. You're absolutely right.
The dudes that's gonna be like, all right, come on, I'm about to go take you to
the Frisco's,
a 5-star restaurant. They gonna want something in return. They ain't gonna be no good dudes that's really trying to.
That's a great perspective.
Like,
they're like, I'm gonna just show you what you want.
Yeah.
And get what I want.
It's gonna come with a cost.
It's like it's transactional, and
exactly.
that's not the genuine connection of chemistry. You know, like interest.
And that's what relationships are a lot of times these days, though. So.
And that's why they don't work.
Exactly.
That's why they don't work. And so, thank you for saying yes to my first date.
I want to say no so bad.
You did want to say no, and but the crazy part is we weren't interested in each other at that point. It was just literally like you was a date. Like, I wanted to make that clear. Like, we weren't interested. But don't get on this camera acting crazy.
He wasn't interested.
Crazy. Yeah, I was not interested at all. Obviously, she's drop dead gorgeous. She's beautiful. We had some interactions before then. We was gonna like work and do some stuff. I'm a stylist. She's a supermodel, as you see. But we supposed to work, and so I needed a date, and I literally asked her. So like that's why I say that wasn't really our first date because I didn't really look, but that did start what you see now. Because after that,
he was feeling your girl after that.
Oh my God, I was. It was. Oh my God, y'all. Because like, and think about this, and it goes to the point. If you say no, you may miss out on a good opportunity. Because I didn't know what type of.
Because typically, I would have just been like, I would have made up a reason. No, I gotta work. I really did have to work too.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting somebody to cover my shift. Like,
so who was feeling who? Who was feeling who? You getting shifts covered, moving stuff around. Who?
Bye. I honestly don't like. I really don't know what made me even be like, let me just make it. Like, let me just go ahead and go.
Yeah, and we still don't know to this day. I guess it was.
Even that week, I wanted to cancel on him so bad. Like, do I really want to go? Like,
yeah, but think about that. Hadn't she said yes? Hadn't I even invited her to be my date? We may have missed out on this awesome relationship. That's why Applebee's is important. Dang, talk your talk. Talk your talk. She would have missed out on Cheesecake Factory. I mean, you would have missed out on Cheesecake Factory. Like, all of these places are just places where I'm getting to know you. We just went to the gala and I got to know you and then I fell in love. Like, you see what I'm saying? So, like, man, your man can be at Applebee's. Your man can be at Cheesecake Factory. Your man can be at the gym. Your man can be in all of these places.
You need to get in the gym with your big back. Talking about you ain't going to no gym on the first day.
What's wrong with people?
Sorry.
And then think about it. You've tried it your way. Where has that gotten you?
Hello.
Where's that gotten you?
Yeah, I'm writing all these lists.
And single. Alone. Lonely. Crying at night. Talk about what you ain't gonna do, you know. All right. Hope you're liking that outcome. Okay. So yeah, man, like, get rid of them lists, y'all. Get back to genuine chemistry, interest, and allow that to lead you. Like, of course, if you go to Applebee's and y'all don't hit it off and the conversation ain't good and you don't like, of course, that's what the dating phase is for. Just to see. We'll eliminate just the see part. He got to come like this. She got to come like this. And then, like, we skipping the whole process. And that's why, like, relationships aren't working. And so, yeah, man, I enjoyed this conversation. Any other thing you got to add?
No, I don't think so. You said dating. I don't think people understand what dating is either, though.
No, I think it got lost about 10 years ago. Because when I talk to the younger, like, people that's, like, 10 years younger than me, like, they say dating, like, as we're already boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I think we skipped the process, and I think that's the problem too. Why relationships?
You taught me what dating is.
Of course, I'm a real man.
Anyways.
But those are but can you see the difference and can you see the benefits of
what dating is?
Dating, like, being intentional about where we are, how we feeling, having those constant conversations. Okay, are you ready to exclusively date? Mm-hmm. Are you ready to, like, move everybody out the side and put energy towards one another? Like, you can see the benefits that those have. A lot of time we skip all of that and then we have mixed expectations between the two. It's like, oh, I thought we was together. Like, no, we ain't. I thought we was. Yeah. So. Yeah.
That's another conversation. Huh?
That is another conversation. Should we do another conversation?
What they think?
Y'all want another conversation? Talk to us. Let us know in the comments. Yeah, it's been good.
We gotta think of a name.
Talked with the. I don't know. We gotta come up with something. I don't know, anyways. Yeah. So. Tell them who you are. Exit the video.
Alright, guys. Thanks for checking us out today, hanging out with us. It's your girl, Ty the Great.
It's your boy, Trey the Great. He's so silly.
Anyway, and you're watching Disney Channel.
We definitely got to edit that out, be with. And you're watching All Things Connected.
You know, they used to do
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang. Are we closing it?
Yeah.
Are we leaving this in?
Yeah.
It's going to be the credits at the end, babe.
Yeah, after you cut it off and roll it back in.
Yeah.
Nah, but thank y'all for just clicking and watching and hearing our perspective. Tell us your perspective. Give us some different perspectives because our perspective is not the only perspective. Of course, you know, we welcome all perspectives and we want to connect with y'all and continue to further the conversation. And so, but ultimately what we do want to see is healthy, thriving relationships, loving couples, thriving families, beautiful communities. And so that's the motto. That's what our content is for. Beautiful content, positive content. And so that's what we live by. And that's what we want to share with you guys. It's more than negative stuff out here. And so this is what you're watching. Thank y'all.